EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
1 yard gain.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Ronald Jones.
And that's a good catch and a good pickup for a first down for Ronald Jones. And he's got to be thinking to himself, can I be the James White of Tampa Bay? Remember, White played such a big role for Tom Brady in New England. Can Ronald Jones now be that guy? Only 30 catches a year ago, but he could easily double that number with Tom Brady throwing him the football out of the backfield.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5.
Ball at the 40 here for second and 50. Shotgun now for Brady. Running back, Ronald Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to first and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And the Buccaneers.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
Throwing again on second down. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll roll him out right. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
At the 47-yard
Dante
line.
Fowler in on the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Brady's throw there complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Brady now on first down. And Brate, the tight end's got it. Busting free at the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. First and goal at the 1. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Gus Edwards, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
For Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And no return for Erickson out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard. Line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And the 43-yard.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7. Sterling Hoffrichter in the kickoff for the Falcons.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7 yards, the pick up there.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
No gain.
Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Rashawn Gary able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a draw play for Gurley. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Brady. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throwing now is Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Gurley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. handoff for Gurley. And he's taken down inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley, and we all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
They go with Gurley on first down, but he goes nowhere. They bottle him up for a loss of a couple.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
A loss of a yard.
Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
44-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
23-yard line.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He'll fire deep for Rager. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
4-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking deep for Julio. He's got a man complete. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 76 yards, and the Falcons have taken the lead. We've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of... They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. A rare pick-six thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick-sixes in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago.
To kick off for the Falcons.
So they throw the pick-six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they just had that pick-six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Brady. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They go play action with Ryan. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Ryan's pass.
Picked off at the 45.
By the Buccaneers.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Brady under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Allen Bailey able to record his 5th sack of the season. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. From the gun, Brady. This ball complete to Rager. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
3-yard line.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tampa Bay.
From 3 yards out. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
For Tampa Bay. Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now Brady. Open right side, complete to Rager. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
3rd down.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Brady to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
He's back to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. The catch made by Miller. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
Buccaneers.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
To Ronald Jones. Out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Back to throw. Complete to Jones. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
He steps out of bounds behind the line.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. One final try now for Brady. He'll find Jones again, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line.
Buccaneers.
Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to